The Ghostbusters are an international phenomenon where 4 blokes in jumpsuits go around killing innocent spirits. So today we're going to build their oddly shaped home. Starting off, I had to get the shape right, and it did take a couple moments, so this was off camera albeit. I was looking at loads and loads of images of the Ghostbusters household, or Firehouse more accurately, except like all the images and angles were this one shot, so I had to really look deeper and deeper to try and find all the other angles to make it look right. One thing I have said in the past, and I'll say it again, I really despise working with bricks in Minecraft. Not only are they just a bland block in general, but there's nothing you can texture them with, especially if you don't want it to look super dirty. That's one of the reasons I don't like making modern bases. But with this build here, I think in the end, you'll see what I mean when I say that the brick texture works really well on it, and it looks modern enough, and it doesn't look too damaged or dirty that it doesn't look like it's from modern day New York. One thing that helps with that too is that I didn't use as many bricks as I would have usually used on this base. Instead, a majority of the base is actually sandstone, and then in between those sandstone you have bricks, and that really helps divide it and helps it look more modern. And I want to take a moment just to talk about the details here. Like, the details on this base are so different to what I'd usually do. There's quite a lot of depth for a flat base on this one, because I was trying to add all the little rivets and all the little like window panes and make it all look like, you know, like the Ghostbusters building, and try and emulating that in Minecraft, and just emulating stuff and trying to figure out how to make real life details into fake Minecraft ones. It's really interesting. You learn an absolute ton about Minecraft you just wouldn't have known before. So like, you know, copying over real things into Minecraft, definitely give it a shot if you haven't before, because it is so useful. And one thing I did want to mention as well is that I used like different types of glass in this one. Like, I know that sounds a little strange, but I only used black glass, which helped make the interior look darker and contrast it. But I also used on the front mainly the the pitch black glass, the one you can't see through. I use that one quite a lot on the base, and it helps to create this, you know, the contrast that you see in this base, and it looks really nice. And another detail that I'd like to talk about, and this one I just thought off the top, I really wanted to make those little, what are they called, like divots, the sandstone bits, the lumps, bricks, I don't know what to call them, but I made them out of terracotta instead of the sandstone to make them look slightly smaller. And the reason I do this is when you blur textures, they don't go smaller, they sort of start to fade into one another, and that's really useful, and it's a really good texturing trick, because even though they are the exact same size, they look smaller now, which looks amazing, and it really works in the base. And, you know, the texturing tricks and all the texturing details in this, I absolutely loved how it turned out, especially with some of the terracotta on the sides, because that made the edges look not too rough, not too rubbish. It looked detailed and decent. I used wooden parts, and I just used an overall like ton of texturing tricks on this to make it not look run down, which I don't usually do with bricks, like I said in the beginning, but it just works so well on this base, and this is probably one of the best recreations of the Ghostbusters place in Minecraft that I've seen in a while, but it's really cool. And the last thing I want to talk about is the sandstone texture. It is so cool. I'm just so happy how this one turned out. I even made it myself, which is rare for me. I used a oak to birch to sandstone. There's lots of different ones. I even used a bit of that, what's it called, the new sand in the game, the weird one. And I added that all in, and I created a very strong, very quick texture, and it, you know, it brings the base to life and makes the bottom area, it doesn't look dirty, but it looks new and like painted, and there's a little water damage. It just looks good. Well, hello everybody, welcome back. That is the build entirely done, and it took quite a while. I say quite a while, it took around an hour to build that and like an hour to build that. I spent so much time on the sector one. Maybe not an hour, maybe more like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. But still, that was quite a tough thing to redesign, because I was like going over and over and over and over again trying to get the shape right. And I definitely didn't look at other people's ones online and steal them. No, I'm just kidding. But what I did do is, now I'm noticing stuff that I don't like about it. But what I did do was I looked at other people's Ector ones, the original Ector one, and took little bits and like tried merging them together. Then I added little bits of my own, like the windows being having like black on the inside and using carpet and iron trapdoors on the roof. You know, little things like that. Also with that red, trying to make the little Ghostbusters logo as small as I possibly can. Can't really exactly fit that one on there. Might make the car a little too big. But overall, this is one of the coolest builds I've done in a while. Not to say that my builds aren't really cool. I'm self-obsessed, so I like them all. But this is just like kind of weird because I don't do a lot of modern bases, which I say in basically every video at the moment because I'm doing only modern bases. So that kind of is a mute point by this point. But yeah, I did do the inside as well. I did miss a couple things like the shelves with all the outfits on the side. I'm wearing them, all of them. You just can't see it. And so the interior is kind of bland, and with the upstairs I kind of just made it black and ignored it. You can't see on the inside, the lights are off. I didn't really know what to do for the upstairs. I guess I could have done the fire pole in a couple other areas, but overall there weren't too many images online, although I probably could have found it if I tried harder, like I try when I'm making a YouTube video. But yeah, this is really cool. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have any ideas for future videos, put them in the comments below. And let's say if this video gets 10,000 likes, I'll put my world download on Planet Minecraft. That's fine. I said that last time. My video got 1.3 thousand views, so why not try again, eh? Anyway, I'm going to stop wasting time now and say goodbye. I'm so glad this video isn't about to cut to black.